Lisa with InkandInspirations.com. Thank you for joining me today. In this video, I wanted to show you this simple project that would be perfect for a craft fair, or if your church or group is having a fall festival or fall carnival. These would be easy to make. And the basis of it is just a 3-inch by 12-inch piece of designer paper, and it's sized to do well with these little snack sizes of candy bags. So let's get started. First of all, here is the 3 by 12, and we're going to go ahead and get the folds in. I center my candy there, and depending on how big your candy is going to determine the folds. So you could use something a little bigger than this. It just wouldn't flap over as much. So I'm just going to fold up the bottom. And this paper is from the Nature's Poem Designer Series paper stack collection that's in the annual catalog. Now I'm just folding the top down over that. And if you'd like, you could put a little adhesive here to hold your candy in. I'm not going to do that this time because I probably won't leave that candy in there. But I'm going to fold this top over, and if your flip side has a beautiful coordinating color that you'd like to use as an accent, turn up about a 1/2 to 1/4 inch of that paper and just give it a crease. Okay, now to hold it together, I'm going to use some baker's twine that was right here on my desk. Here it is, right in front of my nose. So I'm just going to take this and leave one tail here and then wrap it around twice. And this is for the Nature's Twine that is also in the Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog. And I'm going to cut it and then just tie a little bow. And then as far as embellishing, you can go as elaborate or as easy as you like. I'm going to show you what I did on this one. Tie that bow. Also, to keep this folded up, it may be helpful to use some snail adhesive there just to keep it in place. Okay? And you can trim this bow as you like. I'm just going to move the loops down a little bit. Okay, so now for this main image here, I'm using a sentiment from the Itty Bitty Greetings stamp set that's in the annual catalog. It has lots of different sayings on it. And I'm using 2 leaves from this beautiful Rooted in Nature stamp set that is also in the Stampin' Up! Annual Catalog for 2018-2019. All right. First, I have punched a piece of Whisper White cardstock with a 2-inch circle punch. And I have Blackberry Bliss and Cajun Craze. And I'm going to use the small leaf from that stamp set and ink it up. And then I'll stamp off each time so it's not so bold. So I'm going to go on one side, say 3 o'clock, stamp off, 9 o'clock, stamp off, 6 o'clock, stamp off, 12 o'clock. And then we're going to take the other larger leaf pattern with the Blackberry Bliss ink, stamp off, and just go in between those other leaves, just like that. Get that out of the way. And I wanted to give it a little accent around the edges there. So I'm just going to sponge around with Blackberry Bliss ink and a Stampin' Sponge wedge. Okay, so to back that, I'm going to use a 2 1/4 inch circle punch of Blackberry Bliss. Punch that out. And just go ahead and use some adhesive and center that just like that. Now I already have the the sentiment stamped. This is about a 1/2 inch strip of Whisper White cardstock. This one is about 2.5 inches long. I want to be able to trim it so that it's the right size for what I need. So I'm going to leave maybe a 1/2 to 3/8 of an inch there, And then on this end, I'm going to banner cut where I do a little point there and cut that out. And then I have a strip of Cajun Craze, which is this other color that we've highlighted. And that's going to go over top. I don't want it to extend too far beyond that Whisper White strip, so I'm going to trim off here. And then I'm going to go ahead and adhere the Whisper White sentiment to the Cajun Craze. Alright, then all I have to do is attach that to the center here. Let's see, let's go ahead and sponge around this. Give it looked a little bare there, so I'm putting a little Blackberry Bliss. And then I'll go ahead and put that in the middle of that little wreath of leaves. Then I'll use one of these faceted dots in Blackberry Bliss and just put it right there. And now we're ready to attach it to our little package. And so let's use Stampin' Dimensionals. I'll put 4, I believe. But with this little project, you can see where you could use different designer papers according to what occasion you want to highlight. You could also keep this very simple by just punching or die cutting an image to put on the front. But here I wanted to add this stamping to match that background designer paper. Okay, there's that. Now I want to show you one with a little Halloween theme. Super simple. This is the Toil and Trouble Designer Series paper from the Holiday Catalog 2018 with the cat punch and some circle punches behind it and that glimmer ribbon. So no stamping on this one. Still has an M&M pack in it, but it's super easy to make, and I think they turned out really cute. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know. Visit my website at inkinspirations.com, and I will talk to you again soon. Take care. Bye-bye.